This is an introduction to vitamins and minerals. When we talk about vitamins, there are two different types, water-soluble and fat-soluble. Water-soluble vitamins include the B vitamins, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, biotin, pantothenic acid, B6 folate, and B12, as well as vitamin C. Fat-soluble vitamins include vitamins A, D, E, and K. When we look at minerals, the difference between vitamins and minerals is vitamins are organic compounds or molecules that contain carbon and hydrogen. When you look at minerals, minerals can be as small as an atom molecule, and they're all found on the periodic table. Here you can see the major minerals, and then the ultra-trace minerals in a bluish color. When we will talk about minerals in Nutrition 230, we'll mostly focus on the major minerals and the trace minerals. In upper level nutrition classes, the ultra trace minerals will be addressed. As you can see here, vitamins are found widespread in food. We can get vitamins and minerals from both foods and from supplements. As you see here, the grain group, vegetable group, fruit group, dairy group, and protein group each contain a different variety of vitamins, which is why various group and fat-soluble vitamins. There are a variety of differences. The absorption of water-soluble vitamins is different, as carbs and protein are, whereas fat-soluble vitamins are absorbed. Water-soluble vitamins are transported freely, whereas fat-soluble vitamins often require a carrier. Water-soluble vitamins circulate, and fat-soluble Therefore, requirements for water-soluble vitamins are more often, like 2 to 3 days, whereas fat-soluble vitamins need to make sure you're meeting your requirements weekly, and you can rely on some reserves in the fat stores. Minerals as well as vitamins are widespread in foods, again making a case for us to vary our diet. We can get vitamins and minerals, as I mentioned before, from supplements or from fortification or enrichment. Earlier in the book, it wasn't necessarily there before. On the other hand, enrichment is adding something back that was taken out during processing. So, for example, we enrich our breads that we've refined with thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, and here on this breakfast cereal. In addition to that enrichment that might have happened, we've also fortified this cereal with a variety of different nutrients, such as vitamins and minerals. As you can see here, the water-soluble vitamins are absorbed in the small intestinal mucosal cells and then travel to the portal vein and to the liver, whereas the fat-soluble vitamins are then digested and absorbed into the mucosal cell, incorporated into the chylomicron with the fat-containing substances. Remember, the chylomicron is a lipoprotein, so it's surrounded by protein and phospholipids, and then it's filled with triglycerides and cholesterol, and now, as you know, the fat-soluble vitamins. It's transported into the lymph and then circulates through the body just as those lipoproteins that we talked about in the lipids chapter circulate through. So there's a lot of talk about fresh being the best choice for nutrition. When we compare fresh and frozen, we can see that frozen foods are often frozen in the field in order to minimize nutrient losses. Therefore, they might actually supply more vitamins than the fresh ones, especially those vitamins that are highly susceptible to oxidation, such as the water-soluble vitamins. High temperatures used in canning does reduce the nutrient content, but canned foods keep for a long time, they don't require refrigeration, and they're a lot less expensive than fresh or frozen foods. Therefore, they provide an available, affordable source of nutrients that could be the best choice in some situations, especially for those low in socioeconomic status that might be relying on possibly a food bank or a food pantry, or for those people who don't have access to refrigeration, such as those who travel a lot to get the fresh vegetables. Fresh. Fresh produce is often lower in nutrients than you would think because it spends so much time traveling to the grocery store. Therefore, if you're picking fresh vegetables, picking local fresh vegetables will probably both save you some money and increase the nutrient density. Here are also some tips for preserving vitamins in your foods. You want to make sure to store food away from heat and light and eat it soon after purchase. You want to make sure to cut fruits and vegetables as close to possible to the time that they'll be cooked. Also just for taste and for sight, such as if you cut an apple in the morning and then don't eat it until lunchtime, it's going to have had some oxidation occur, and so it will be brown. Cutting that fruit right before you eat it, on the other hand, will preserve that vitamin C and vitamin A, and then will also taste a little better. Also, vegetables could cause water to leach out. Cooking vegetables with as little water as possible by pressure cooking or roasting, grilling, stir frying, or baking rather than boiling can help to preserve some of those water-soluble nutrients. Also, if you do cook the foods in water, you can use that water in order to make soups and sauces, so then you can retrieve some of the nutrients after. Also, rinsing can rinse off some of those water-soluble vitamins, so avoiding rinsing before cooking can help avoid washing away any water-soluble vitamins. So in conclusion, vitamins and minerals are our micronutrients. They're very important for our overall health, providing some structure in terms of minerals, and then helping us in different functions such as energy metabolism, antioxidant capacity, bone health, and blood health. And we'll talk about each of these as we go through our next mini little lectures on vitamins and minerals. So stay tuned for a few lectures. One will be on the water and electrolytes. Another is going to be on antioxidants. Another will be on our B vitamins, which are mainly functioning in energy metabolism. Another is going to be on bone health, focusing on calcium and vitamin D and some other supporting nutrients. And then the last is on nutrients involved in blood health, with a focus on the trace minerals. So stay tuned for those and go back to this intro if you have any questions about those differences in classification between vitamins, water-soluble and fat-soluble, and minerals, major, trace, and ultra-trace.